In the shadows of the American urban landscape during the 1980s, a new and devastating force took hold: the crack cocaine epidemic. Among the figures that rose to infamy in this era was Freeway Ricky Ross, a name that became synonymous with both ruthless ambition and the tragic consequences of the drug trade. This is not just a story about crime and punishment, it is a deeply human story about choices, consequences, and a community under siege. As you watch this, remember the faces behind the headlines, the families fractured, and the neighborhoods forever changed. This is the untold story of Freeway Ricky Ross and the crack empire he built, a story of power and peril, of profit and pain. Now imagine the streets of Los Angeles in the early 1980s: economic hardship, mounting unemployment, and a surge in drug addiction transforming communities. Freeway Ricky Ross emerged amid these harsh realities, quickly becoming one of the most powerful drug traffickers in the United States. From humble beginnings, he mastered the art of the drug trade, turning billions of dollars in crack cocaine sales. His operation was vast, his influence widespread, and his impact devastating. But how did this empire operate? Who were caught in its crossfire? And what can we learn from this dark chapter in American history? Stay with us as we delve into the mechanics of freeways and dealers, secrets and strategies that defined an era. Freeway Ricky Ross's rise began with street sales but rapidly escalated through networks that spanned cities and states. His hallmark was efficiency and ruthlessness, controlling supply chains, intimidating rivals, and expanding territories like a corporate mogul. Behavioral cues marked his operation: sharp negotiation skills, swift retaliation against threats, and a relentless drive for expansion that ignored the human cost. Over time, the social fabric around these drug networks eroded. Neighborhoods cowered under violence and addiction, while addicts and families struggled silently. Denials were common. Many refused to believe this epidemic could be so widespread, or that it was orchestrated by individuals like Ross. Authorities often labeled it simply as a crime wave, overlooking the complex social and political dimensions that fueled it. But the evidence tells a deeper story. Court documents, witness testimonies, and investigative reports paint a vivid picture of systemic issues: how poverty, lack of opportunity, and government policies intersected with drug trafficking to create a perfect storm. Freeway Ricky Ross's story embodies this intersection. During the height of the crack epidemic, Ross's link to the CIA conspiracy theories surfaced, raising controversial questions about government involvement in drug proliferation. While some claims remain unproven, these allegations underscore a broader historical narrative of distrust, covert operations, and the war on drugs shaping public perception and policy. As we close this narrative, it is crucial to understand that the crack epidemic was not a problem of a few individuals, but a crisis that echoed across communities and generations. The story of Freeway Ricky Ross reminds us that behind the sensational headlines lie lives forever altered. Prevention, education, and awareness are our strongest tools against repeating these tragedies. We urge viewers, parents, educators, neighbors, to recognize the warning signs and stand united against drug abuse and its devastating ripple effects. This has been a message about understanding and confronting the legacy of the crack epidemic and the man known as Freeway Ricky Ross. The history is complex, the impact profound, and the lesson clear: communities must come together to reclaim their futures.